Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake Its Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Also, make sure that you follow me over on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, and follow me on all the other social medias. And check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So let's get into it, shall we? I'm going to be changing out my insulin port and all that other stuff, and there's a lot to unpack on this video. And yeah, so let's get into it. So I have been sick for just over a week now, and I am still currently sick. I am feeling a hell of a lot better because, well, the doctors finally fucking listened to me and put me on a Z-Pack. And for those of you who don't know what a Z-Pack is, it's azithromycin, very strong antibiotic, and not something that doctors like to just willy-nilly prescribe. But, me being me and living in my body for 45 fucking years at this point, I know what works for me and what does not work for me. But doctors, not wanting to ever listen to their patients, decided, they always decide, oh, well, you don't know what you're asking for. We don't know if it's bacterial or viral or what the fuck ever. So we're going to let you suffer before we actually do what you say. Now, I am very open, very honest, very forthcoming with my doctors in every single part of my life. From my sexual history and more often than not, lack thereof, to what medications I have taken, even if they're not prescribed to me, and any OTC medications that I take, or homeopathic remedies that I utilize. So, this is a new doctor, so of course there's going to be that training period that comes with all doctors. And I'm having to deal with that right now. She is not fully my new doctor yet because my other PCP is still working until May or something. I told him he was a son of a bitch for retiring, especially since he is one of the most sought after physician's assistants, and he really knows his stuff, and he's one of those doctors that if you come to him with knowledge and understanding of what you're asking for, 9 times out of 10 he will prescribe it. If you just come in and be like, oh, well, my neck hurts a little bit, so I need some Oxycontin. No. So, yeah. Anywho, trying to figure out where I want to place this on my stomach. Because the original place was right here, and so I don't know that I want to push it too close to my CGM sensor, or if I want to put it down a little bit further. Probably going to put it down a couple of inches from where it was. 1, 2, and 3. Please don't hurt. Okay, good. Anyways, yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this right here is a needle that shoots into my skin and then attaches this little port. So yeah, long story short, got my medication, still feeling like I feel good, congested, weak, but feeling okay. So yeah, that happened. And it has been a very long time since I've been sick. It's been a little over 3 years. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're still sick. You're still sick. You're still sick. Yes, motherfucker. When I get sick, it is like detrimental. So, like, it takes forever for me to get better. And I have so many obligations that I got to fulfill tonight, especially. So I'm actually kind of glad that I'm feeling better. But anyways, yesterday yesterday was a big day for me. I went out with my sister. I had to go get a medical pedicure done. When you are diabetic, you're not supposed to cut your toenails, just because of the neuropathy that sets into your feet or can set into your feet. And thankfully or unthankfully, and in this case, unthankfully, I got neuropathy in both feet. And they did the poke test, which is where they take this little sharp piece of plastic and then they just dab along your foot and your toes. The foot that I thought was going to be okay was actually the worst out of the two. My left foot was completely numb. My right foot, the one that I thought was going to be bad because I had sensation in it. So I always equate the sensation to being bad, being, whatever. I only felt like 3 of the 7 pokes that he did on that side. So, yeah. But anyways, I've never actually had like a salon pedicure. I've done manis before, but I've never done a pedicure at a salon. And so every 90 days, I have to go in and have my nails trimmed down and reshaped and, everything that they do for a manicure or pedicure. And I was feeling a little okay yesterday. So ended up going with my sister to the city and just spent a brother sister day, which was really kind of nice because we hardly ever get to do that. As I'm sitting here allowing all the insulin to drain out of my pump and not realizing where I'm at. So that was kind of like me testing the water to see how I was going to be feeling. And so anyways, did that with my sister, had a good day. We went to Goodwill and Trader Joe's and GameStop. She recently bought herself a Nintendo Wii and she's enjoying playing games. And so it's kind of funny because her boyfriend has this amazing gaming PC. And he plays this game called American Trucker Simulation or something like that. I guess it's like some hugely popular truck driving sim. And now she originally bought a Switch. She has the Switch OLED, and now she has her Wii, and we've been on the hunt for games and stuff. So yeah, we did that yesterday. Also, if you listen to the podcast got cut short yesterday. This stupid microphone died halfway through it. I think there's only like 13 minutes and 50 seconds of what was actually recorded. I did almost a half an hour, so I'm gonna pull a lot of that over to today's video for those of you who listened to the podcast and was like, okay, it cut off, WTF. So, been dealing with a lot of not hardcore depression, but just a little bit of uncertainties here and there and everywhere in between. And as most of you who have been part of this channel for a while know, my biological mother passed away March 20th of 2025, just 4 days after my birthday. And she had her body donated to science. And it's been really like a really long time, and we never heard anything. We never got any kind of confirmation, anything like that we were going to even get her back, or that they had received her outside of like the department had been contacted, and that was about it. So about 3 or 4 months into her being gone, I contacted the body donation program. I'm like, hey, you've had my mom, my biological mom, but I just said my mom for over 90 days now. So when are we going to be getting the ashes back? They're like, call us back around this time next year. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you're going to hold on to her body possibly until next year? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. So just kind of let it go, let it sit in the background. And January or February, I called and I'm like, hey, it's been almost a year. WTF? Oh, she's still sitting on ice. We haven't done anything with her as of yet. The fuck do you mean she's sitting on ice and you haven't done anything with her? Like, I understand that this program is like huge or whatever, but come on. Like, the thought of, I don't know why it bothered me so much, the thought of her just kind of hanging out in a freezer like a fucking fish stick. Like, not only pissed me off, but grossed me out. Was just one of those like, okay, whatever. So, anyways, on April 2nd, 1st or 2nd, I can't remember now. But anyways, within the last couple of days, got her back in the mail. And this is box 1 or box 2 of her. She wasn't a big person. It just came in a much larger box. And I was going to do a video prior to this one on the day that I got her, but I wanted to have my sister present for opening this, and I thought that it was going to be something that should have been done with the both of us. But this is my biological egg donor, and it's got her name on it, her date of death, and her drawer number, her identification number, whatever. It's kind of weird to think that an entire person is in here. And this is just a plain plastic box, plastic urn that they sent. Nothing special, nothing fancy, nothing whatever. Um, so my sister and I are, well, I've made the decision that I'm going to keep some of the ashes for myself and that I'm going to get a nice custom made urn. And I kind of asked my sister about it yesterday, like if she wanted me to make her a necklace with the ashes. um, or if she wanted me to do anything special, and she didn't answer me. So, understandably, that's a lot to take in. Um, we haven't really talked since I opened the box with her yesterday, but I also have this box that has my aunt and her mom in it. And so, like, I have this ancestral burial ground at this point of some of the women in my life, or that were in my life, I should say. Um, and I ended up talking to my last living aunt, for my biological mom's sister, yesterday, and she's having a lot of medical issues that have just arisen. And my cousin, her daughter, um, was diagnosed with a very aggressive, very untreatable, very um, horrible case of cancer. And it's pretty much throughout her whole body. Um, it started off as colorectal cancer, and they went in to do exploratory surgery, removed as much of it as they could, but still had to leave some of it attached to her bladder because they were afraid that it would rupture her bladder if they tried to cut it out. While they were in there, they found that it had spread to her ovaries, her breast, and her lymph nodic system. And she's basically got a time clock. They are trying to do an aggressive form of therapies on her to try to extend her life as long as probable. She is 50, somewhere between 54 and 57. And both of her sons just got married, and she has so much life ahead of her. Like, she's a school teacher, and she's got like her whole life just basically ahead of her, and was looking forward to being able to retire, and then her and her husband going and doing some traveling and doing, retired couple stuff. And it looks like that's not going to happen now. So we're hoping for the best, prepared for the worst. My aunt said that she doesn't want to go before my cousin. Understandably, no parent wants to bury their child. And so we just had a end of life discussion yesterday, and went over some of the finer details. And I may be making a trip out to Chicago in the foreseeable future. I'm probably going to try to get out there sometime before September. So we'll see how that works out, if that works out. Um, I also want to take a trip down to California to go see my mom, and that's probably not going to take place until the fall because I cannot deal with California heat anymore. We are expected to have a bitch of a summer up here, um, here in the Pacific Northwest, just because of how mild our winter has been. We're actually in a snow drought, so that's causing some issues. And thankfully, we've had a tremendous amount of rain. Um, but also come June, July, and August, that means that when the summer finally does hit, we're going to have more undergrowth and stuff that can catch on fire. And because the wonderful logging company has done a lot of slash and burn piles, that means that the fire is going to be able to travel quicker, faster, and take out more area than before. We've also had a lot of flooding and a lot of issues happen where entire communities were gone and lost due to um, infrastructures breaking down, due to the landslides that have happened because of the deforestation of practices of this one particular logging company up here. And it's it's pretty bad. But anyways, so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to summer and I'm kind of not looking forward to summer. Like um I'm hoping starting next week, like Monday or Tuesday, that I'm going to be able to start walking again. And I need to get myself back under control. I need to lose the weight that I've put on. I need to start doing a lot of preparation for my big walk that I want to do. And instead of pushing it out to 2028, I've decided that I'm going to attempt it in 2027. What does that mean? It means that I need to start saving some money so that I can get some better walking shoes, that I can get myself a good hiking backpack, and that I need to start doing more core and strength and endurance trainings. And I think that's going to come in the form of me swimming one day and hitting the gym the next day, swimming one day, hitting the gym the next day, and doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly even Saturday. And just making my whole life about fitness, losing weight, and doing everything I can to get from where I'm at right now to a stronger, better version of where I think I need to be, and hopefully being able to keep that going. Am I going to be able to do the full 135 miles? I don't know. And at this point, if I can only do 13 miles, that's going to be enough for me. I've planned out a destination that walking from it to my sister's house is about 13.5 miles. We'll say 15. So, I'm going to attempt to walk to my sister's house, and I'm not going to push myself to do it all in one day. I know that professional, experienced hikers do 13 miles before lunch, and that some serious hikers do 20 to 30 miles. And if I was able to do that much, I would do that much. But I'm not able to. At least at this moment, I'm not able to. And when I go to do this walk, I am planning on it taking me at least 3.5, almost 4 weeks. Because I'm not going to push myself to do any kind of massive, like, whatever. If I can only walk a mile that day, that's all I'm freaking walking. I did go out and I got myself something that is going to take up a lot of space and be more just heavier on my backpack. But I got myself one of these expanding stools so that I can sit and take a moment when I'm walking. And this is going to be a pivotal part of my overall, like, pack. I'm just going to strap that onto a D-ring, throw that onto my pack, and call it good. One of the biggest issues when you are out walking is that there is no place to sit down because, well, you're in fucking nature. And you have to take your backpack off and then you have to sit on the ground and, it's a whole thing. So I just decided that I'm going to have that with me at least for now while I am getting back into the whole swing of walking, doing my fitness challenges and all that other stuff. And it holds up to 600 and 600 or 700 pounds, which is amazing to me. So, that will give me a place to sit when I'm out walking and my lower back starts to hurt and kill me. I'm also going to get myself a few of these CBD sticks. This shit right here is amazing. It is, you can find this online and it's staypolite.com or bepolite.com. I think it's Stay Polite. But this is only a 500 milligram CBD, CBG, and CBN stick, and online you can get it up to like 1,000 milligrams. Yeah, 500 milligrams, and it's just a topical, and it works phenomenally well for like all types of pain. So yeah, that's my plan so far. Of course, there's battery packs and things that I need to get. I need to figure out like my insulin, how I'm going to carry that, how I'm going to keep it cool, how I'm going to be able to safely administer it while I'm out on the out in the backcountry and whatever else. But yeah, that's just some of what I have going on. And outside of all of that, and making that choice of this is what I'm going to do when I'm going to do it, I have just been taking it easy, sleeping a lot, watching a lot of TV, and playing my video games. And I'm still playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and really enjoying that. I'm just going through now and trying to collect all of the little trophies and all the little things that I didn't get beforehand. and I'm pretty much maxed out on that game. Like, I've done everything I can. I've already beaten it. There's really no additional quests or anything like that. There's a few side quests here and there, but nothing that like will progress you further in the game. I have other games to play, some that are still brand new in the package that I haven't even played yet, and I have 3 or 4 games on the way right now that I've picked up off of eBay and Macari uh, for basically pennies on the freaking dollar. And it's so funny to me that the PlayStation 5 games and the PlayStation 3 games are so freaking cheap, but the PlayStation 4 games are so ridiculously expensive, but whatever. So, yeah, that has been my week and a half, 2 weeks in a nutshell. So, I know that this is kind of a longer video, and if you've watched this far, thank you so very much. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you have a video game that you would like me to check out on the PlayStation 4, please let me know, and I will do my best to try to get it. I haven't been broadcasting my gaming just because it's kind of repetitive on what I'm doing right now. So once I get some of those other games, I'm going to be doing that. Getting back into that a little bit more. And yeah, so anyways, remember you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. And in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world. And I will talk to you all next time. Bye, everyone. Boop.